As we as a whole know, gold is a valuable metal that society has esteemed since the start. At first, it was utilized uniquely as cash, a steady method to trade merchandise and enterprises. As time went on, things changed. In spite of the fact that cash to a degree is supported by gold, it is all the more conspicuously known as a superficial point of interest. Much of the time, gold doesn't make a thing better, it is just there for being there. While it bodes well to have gold adornments, as it is a fairly engaging, sparkling tone, there are numerous things it is added to simply to raise the cost. Individuals purchasing these things simply need the status that accompanies having gold, as gold is firmly identified with extravagance. To give a few instances of these things, here are the best 10 most absurdly costly brilliant articles. Beginning with a work of art, the gold barbecue, an assertion of abundance mainstream inside the music business. Barbecues got well known in the mid-80s, showing up in many rap/hip jump music recordings. This pattern is still around today, in spite of the fact that it is no longer as associated with rap as it once seemed to be. There are numerous shops/goldsmiths that can fit you with your own custom barbecues for around $400. These are very silly, however, on the grounds that they don't generally fill any need besides status. Notwithstanding their absence of capacity, they can likewise be very awful for your teeth, as the gold metals can be very acidic and can hurt your teeth. Fixing these diseases brought about by flame broils will doubtlessly wind up costing more than the barbecues themselves. So except if you have the extra money to fix your teeth also, you might need to keep away from this one. Up next is a 24K gold coffin. An entombment with this particular coffin is known as the Brilliant Farewell and has been utilized in the past with some acclaimed VIPs. This coffin is made with care and highlights an overall 24K gold-plated appearance. Shockingly, this thing just expenses $24,000, while some more modest things coming up are worth very much more. It is a disgrace that any individual who utilizes this won't generally will encounter it for themselves, yet is to a greater extent a signal to those at the memorial service. Gone are the times of utilizing downright old wood for a coffin, and here are the times of brilliant everything. Wipe your glasses for this one, since you sure are seeing the value right. At a humble $75,000 you can get your own personal pair of shades. Gracious, it should most likely be said that they are likewise completely made out of gold, most of where its value comes from. While it might simply appear to be an obtrusive money get, there is really an astounding measure of exertion that goes into all of these glasses. A talented specialist takes around 40 hours just to finish one. It's protected to state that they are without a doubt frantic with a touch of adoration and care. In spite of the fact that it likely doesn't legitimize its sticker price, as you could at present feel that exertion in the event that you simply request a portion of your grandma's heating. Warming things up, we have a brilliant flame grills. Dissimilar to the past barbecues, this thing really has the capacity to prepare some food. In spite of the fact that what it shares for all intents and purpose with the flame grill is a sticker price that doesn't actually relate with what it really accomplishes for you. This gold flame grill really costs around $111,000 US. For that sort of cash, you could purchase a large number of barbecues that fill a similar need. With most gold things, this too just truly fills in as a superficial point of interest, as you could get basically similar flame grills for just a small amount of its expense. Possibly in the event that it was totally self-governing and prepared your nourishment for you. At that point it may legitimize its cost, however as of right presently it's simply made for the individuals who have excessively much cash to spend. Proceeding on, we have an all-gold shirt. Presently gold is a typical part in gems, however this is fairly ridiculous. This shirt is a unique piece appointed by the Indian millionaire Dada Fuge, searching for the most rich superficial point of interest. While others go for great vehicles or houses, this present man's actual craving is gold. At an incredible £7, this exceptionally unfeasible shirt cost him $250,000, and deciding by any photos of him, he is altogether pleased with his decision. It may appear to be a finished misuse of cash, it's really not all that awful, as you could undoubtedly sell the shirt for in a real sense its weight in gold. It's a remarkable abnormal piece, however it will earn the consideration of any individual who sees it. Moving its way in is the gold Elizabeth coin. The Canadian Mint exceeded any and all expectations with this one, making a gigantic, all gold currency, worth $1 million at face esteem, yet more to gatherers. This should be a standout mint, however, because of its high prominence, 5 complete have been made to satisfy its interest. Its unique object was not to be sold, but rather a limited time piece to advance the mint's new 1-ounce maple leaf coins. All things considered, the limited time piece took the spotlight. This coin is amazing to the point that it even broke a record. For evident reasons, this coin holds the honor of being the biggest gold coin. Tragically, I don't really accept that any stores will delegate this coin, so the best way to spend it is to sell it. Despite the fact that I'm certain any purchasers will protect it in plain view for some time. Presently, this next thing is fairly clever, as it is toilet paper. Costing $1.3 million for each move, this move of toilet paper won't be supplanting normal rolls at any point in the near future. Presently, shockingly, the organization who made it without a doubt guarantees that it is protected to utilize, yet you must be a neurotic not to put it in plain view. This takes extravagance to an entire other level, as this is an exceptionally expendable piece, implying that once you use it, it's gone for eternity. With most gold things, they will at any rate keep going for 10+ years, as they ought to with quite an exorbitant cost. However, this stands a section from the rest. This thing is just implied for the madly rich, and should not be something that you put something aside for. Yet, hello, in any event, it accompanies a free bottle of champagne. Next up is the Bugatti Veyron toy vehicle. As you most likely know, anything with Bugatti in its name is generally rather costly, and this toy vehicle makes all the difference for that pattern. At a measly $2.9 million, this complicatedly point-by-point and wonderful smaller than expected imitation could be yours. The great sticker price is because of 2 fundamental reasons: the manner in which it was made, and obviously the material it's made out of. The vehicle is a 1/18th scale Bugatti Veyron, and its structure cycle took around 2 months to finish. This is no processing plant creation, rather it is a craftsmanship piece where credibility was foremost. Notwithstanding the capable craftsmanship, the vehicle is likewise made of complete gold with some jewel highlights, which certainly shoot up the cost a considerable amount. This thing might be for you in the event that you are a tycoon, yet presumably isn't the best Christmas present for your child. Coming up next is the $20 1933 double eagle gold coin. From the start, it would appear like any conventional coin, yet its actual worth comes from its rich history. The gold coin had its presentation in 1933 and was initially expected to be worth just $20, yet because of laws that deny the accumulating of gold coin made sure that nearly its whole inventory be decimated. Out of the approximately 500,000 coins that were printed, just around 13 remain today. Basically, this was a prohibited coin, thus its reputation and shortage are what add to its value. There is no set cost to this coin, so it's dependent upon the purchaser to figure out what it's worth. Thus, the latest exchange for one of these coins is around $10 million. Paying $10 million for $20 doesn't appear to be an incredible arrangement, yet to the individuals who totally worship mint piece gathering, it might simply be justified, despite any trouble. However, to the normal individual searching for $20, they should presumably search for a work. This one doesn't require an excess of clarifying, it's a gold iPhone. This thing tests the restrictions of bringing out your tech, at an astounding $15 million. This present iPhone's plan is fairly many-sided, including a strong gold base with hundreds of little jewels at the edges and on the Apple logo itself. Making it one stride farther is a slippery dark precious stone, the highlight of this magnificent gadget. In spite of the fact that this telephone is somewhat old, being a 5, it actually stays first as the world's most costly telephone. At any rate, now you can say you have a telephone that works in a way that is better than a $15 million one. That's all. If you interest about this video, please consider about subscribe. Thank you.